So today is day 4, I believe. We're going to eat breakfast right now. My GoPro is about to die, so I have to charge it on this portable charger because I forgot last night and I thought my portable charger could charge it. I even looked at it. It can technically, but the charger that my iPad uses is the same charger that the GoPro uses, but the iPad has such a weird adapter. Just wasn't connecting to my portable charger, so this one does. So I'm gonna charge it while we're in the car. This is an Uber. You would not believe how cheap their Ubers are. And it's so loud, it's always busy. Beware of this scam while in Colombia. Random people will walk up to your car and drop items on the window, and if you pick it up, you have to pay for it. So make sure don't pick up anything that they drop off at your window. It's not a mistake, it's a scam. After our taxi ride, we arrived at a restaurant inside a hotel called 7 Kitchen and Bar. We had to walk through the whole hotel just to get to the restaurant. It's on the first floor and it has immaculate views of Medellín. It's like an outdoor type of restaurant. It is so freaking nice. Ambiance is a 10 out of 10. But the food, might I say, might be like a, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be speaking about the restaurants in Medellín in a separate video. If you're interested, I will tell you how I feel about that restaurant in that video. But then we finally made it to Comuna 13, and when we arrived, we had to figure out where to meet the tour guides. It took us about a good 10 or 15 minutes to be able to find where we were supposed to meet them, and it ended up being at this little corner store called GoPro Hero11. And that's where we found them, right at the corner.
Hey, nice pleasure to meet you. My name is Alex. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
And make sure you do visit Medellín tours when you come. They have Pablo Escobar stuff everywhere here. Everywhere you go, pictures of him on shirts, hats, posters, everything. It's insane. Watch. More stuff. It's so colorful here. We're walking to find Nathaniel some glasses because he lost the glasses from yesterday and he insists on getting a new pair of glasses even though it's not sunny outside and it's freezing. Look at my top from Shein. My whole back is out. We are going back to the place to meet the tour guide. We had to wait a good 30 or 45 minutes until they were ready to start the tour. So we waited at the corner store with the rest of the tour group, and I kind of just sat there on my phone, got a drink, and then the tour began. We started off at the Welcome to 13 sign, and then we walked up the steps, and we ended up here in the little square where our tour guide Esteban broke down our game plan for the day.
If you want to take your cell phone anywhere you like, okay? Most of these kids, they're being sent to the streets by their own parents to make money. You go on the streets, you make 50,000, and the rest you make after that is for you. And they're super happy because they're allowed to be working, but actually they're just being exploited. Okay, so guys, the recommendation is not give money to anyone. Okay, we have some questions about a really controversial guy from Colombia. This guy used to be the lord of the drugs. He built an empire of the cocaine all over the world. You probably know who I'm talking about, right? So guys, the people around the community, they don't like to hear his name. They actually get really mad when you are talking about him because there is a really big controversy in Colombia with this guy. Many people believe that the people beside us, they just know Colombia because of him, and in many cases it is like that. Also guys, for TV shows like Narcos, it kind of have romanticized the style of the life of the narcos in Colombia, so the people don't like it. We're trying to scare the community by making public executions. Anytime they're about to kill somebody before, they bring these people to some point where the whole community could see it. They started to put bombs under your bodies. So
breakdancers literally appeared out of nowhere, like a flash mob. As soon as the tour guide was finished explaining what we were gonna do, they just appeared out of nowhere. And then this happened. Oh my goodness, I was so nervous.
This is your favorite time.
And he picked me. And then this happened. And don't judge me, y'all. I was caught off guard. Like, it's a lot of people. I didn't know what to do. Then I went back to where I was originally standing, and then we just watched them dance for like a good 30 minutes. These people do not get tired. They have a lot of energy. I was like, whoa, they just keep going and going and going non-stop, and they're really talented. And make sure you bring cash because they need their tips after. So make sure you're able to tip them for sure. And then it started raining, so we all had to buy ponchos and head over to the graffiti area.
Coconut ice cream.
My hair was already starting to shrink because it was raining and it was so humid outside, if you know, you know. Then I waited in line and I got me one of the little ice cream thingies. It was pretty decent. And then he was showing us how we paint on the wall with the graffiti can.
We're gonna be doing over here, we're gonna be trying some graffiti.
Nana was the first person to start the graffiti off, and I don't know what she intended. I think it's a heart, but I don't know.
What is that?
She doesn't even know what it is. Nathaniel put a shaded in heart, and then my mom put her initials with a heart on top. And then it was my turn.
Get a different color and go on the white.
Up there? Yes, you can.
Alright guys, so she's gonna go graffiti.
I'm spelling my name.
So show her name.
And I'm gonna put a heart too.
She put a heart. That does not look like a heart.
That's what it is. This is what it looked like after we all went. You can see we left our mark here, and then it was time to go. We headed down the famous basketball court towards our next destination within the community. These steps on the basketball court were so steep, so you know my grandma needs help going up and down the steps. She's so ridiculous. And then we finally made our way back through the community. The next objective of the tour was to try the street food. So our first stop was to get marquesitas, the first murals in the community. Then we stopped at the marquesita vendor. If you don't know, it's almost like a cross between a grape and a waffle. It's fresh. Good. I can eat one right now. And then we made it up the famous escalators, heading all the way to the top of Comuna 13. They have so many escalators. And then we finally stopped to try some of the sausages with the potatoes. I believe this is called salchipapas. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it literally means sausage and potatoes. If you're a part of the tour, they allowed you to pick up a toothpick and choose whatever you wanted from the grill, so I got a combination of all three. I don't know what sauce that is, but it's kind of good. If you know me, you know I'm a foodie, so the fact that there was food included on this tour, oh my goodness, I was living my best life.
Now we're going to try more stuff. But the view from here is so nice.
It looks so nice here.
I'm the greatest.
I kind of want to stand here. Should I stand on it? After that, we headed over to some famous steps that overlooked this mountain where they used to hide bodies back in the day. So he broke this down to us. It was very interesting. And he also explained to us how corrupt the Colombian government used to be, because they knew the bodies were there and they hid it the whole time. And the only reason that they were found, I believe, is that they tried to turn it into like a junkyard or something, and someone found the bodies. It's crazy. We then headed to a little gift shop, and it was so interesting because most of these shirts and everything had QR codes. If you scan your shirt, you get to see like how to buy it online and everything. And then they were also 3D, so that's what she gave me the glasses for. I don't know if you can tell, but they were 3D shirts. My grandma ended up buying something. And then outside, these are the really famous steps of the steps all over. You know I had to get me a picture. And then he gave us some fresh empanadas. They were so delicious. And he was such a good tour guide. He gave us free chocolate bars. He did not have to do that because it really wasn't included. And after that, we saw some more murals toward us leaving. And then my grandma bust her shoe. We were walking downhill. It's very steep, and she bust her shoe. So she had to walk barefoot till we got back. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.
If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me?